Hello friends, welcome back to another video. So today's video will be very different because it's a ranking video but not based off of an opinion. It's ranking the elemental masters who participated in the tournament of elements from the lowest rank to the highest. From the first participant who lost to the one who stayed until the very end. So yeah, let's get started. The first loser in the Tournament of Elements is the Master of Metal, Karloff. Karloff's case is very ironic because if you look at the official Ninjago map drawn by Joshua Dick and Tommy Anderson, Metalonia is in the very bottom of the map and Chen's Island is at the very top. So Karloff traveled the entire map just for him to lose in the very first round. Very unfortunate. But yeah, Karloff lost against Kai in the round where every elemental master had to take a Jade Blade until there is only one master left with no Jade Blade. You can argue that Kai cheated in here, but there were no rules saying that you should not screw off somebody's arm, so I don't really count that as cheating. Overall, at 17th spot we have the Master of Metal, Karloff. Moving to 16th spot, we have the Elemental Master of Gravity, Gravis. Gravis lost against the Master of Speed in the first actual 1-to-1 battle in this tournament. And this is a shame because the environment where the fight took place was very suitable for the element of gravity, as it's not on the ground, so flying will be very helpful. But yet, he still lost. We saw a lot of really creative uses for both elements, but Turner was smart about it as when Gravis left the Jade Blade from far away, Turner ran and stole it from him while it was still floating in the air. Very clever. Gravis, the Master of Gravity, is at 16th spot. The second 1-to-1 fight in the tournament. This one was pretty unique because it was Min vs Nature, and Nature lost. Blobo lost mostly because Neuro, the Master of Mind, is a lot smarter than him. And this fight proves that everything is about your brain and smartness, not your muscles and physical condition. So yeah, I don't have much else to say about this one. Blobo, the Master of Nature, is at 15th spot. Ash, the Master of Smoke, is at 14th place. He lost to Kai, the Master of Fire. And to be honest, the outcome for this fight was very predictable. They aren't going to eliminate Kai this early on the tournament. But this fight was extremely enjoyable to watch and it's easily in my top 5 favorite Ninjago fight scenes ever. Anyways, Ash lost because he made a big mistake, which is going into his smoke state when Kai attacked him with fire in the end of the fight, which caused for Kai to take the Jade Blade. But Ash was a very tough competition for Kai. I'd say he was even tougher than Karloff. Ash, the Master of Smoke, is at 14th spot. The first ninja to lose in the tournament. This one was extremely shocking and a very good plot twist. We didn't expect Cole and Jay to fight during the tournament, but it was the perfect conclusion for the infamous love triangle. I think we can see that Cole is stronger than Jay and he could have won if he really wanted to, but he sacrificed himself. The reason could be that he wanted to prove to Jay that he is really sorry about that drama, and maybe because he wanted to search for Zane. Or maybe both reasons together. Cole's case is special because he didn't really lose, he sacrificed himself. Either ways, Cole, the Master of Earth, is at 13th spot. Next up, you have Jacob, the Master of Sound. This fight was also very unique as one of the two competitions is blind and can only use sound to fight. Skyler was very smart about the fight as she used air to make Jacob's vision very foggy. And to be honest, this fight feels like it's cheating because they put arguably the most powerful elemental master against arguably the weakest one. This might be because Skyler is Chen's daughter, so he wanted her to move on in the tournament. So yeah, Jacob, the Master of Sound, is at 12th spot. Form versus energy, two very different elements where it's almost impossible for them to fight in a 1-to-1 fight. So this fight is on roller skates. Chen actually cheated on this one and he did a lot of things for Lloyd to lose, but in the end Camille actually lost. So yeah, Camille, the Master of Form, is at 11th spot. Entering the top 10 we have Tox, the Master of Poison. This fight was off screen and it was only mentioned at the beginning of episode 39. But she fought against Shay, the Master of Shadow, and according to Chen, she was a bit too hot to swallow. So yeah, I guess that means that the fight was exciting to watch. We didn't see the fight, so I can't say much. Tox, the Master of Poison, is at 10th spot. And speaking of Shade, he's the next loser. From here it gets kinda messy and confusing because this is where Chen decided to end the tournament and capture all of the remaining elemental masters. This is also supposed to be the second round of the tournament. Shade was the first to get captured in the jungle, so we can say that he's the first loser during the second round. So Shade, the Master of Shadow, is at 9th spot. Palaman, or Master Pale, is officially the second master to get captured in the jungle, so he's technically the next loser. He's also the only elemental master who never fought in a 1-to-1 fight during the tournament due to Karloff losing in the first round and making the number of the elemental masters an odd number so they can't all have a 1v1. Palaman, the Master of Light, is at 8th spot. These next two spots are confusing because chronologically we don't know when each one of them got captured. So Turner can either be 6th or 7th spot, and same with Neuro. They were both captured off screen. So Neuro, the Master of Mind, and Turner, Master of Speed, are at 6th and 7th spots. Entering the top 5 we have Jay, who got captured seconds before Kai got captured, telling by the explosion that Kai and Skyler saw. And we know that Kai was the last to get captured as Chen himself came to him and he was the last to be thrown in this jail cell. So technically Jay is the second to last to get kidnapped. Jay, the Master of Lightning, is at 5th spot. We finally have Kai as the last loser in the second round. Not much to say, Kai, the Master of Fire, is at 4th spot. Entering the top 3 we have Skyler. Skyler is the only elemental master who never really lost, but I still think she's at third spot as she isn't involved in the final round and Chen took her powers before he took Lloyd's. Skyler, the master of Ambers, at third spot. The final 2 spots, and the loser of the final round was Lloyd, and this was manipulated by Chen as he was never supposed to be a fighter in the tournament. Lloyd has 1 element while Chen had 15, possibly 16 if he was able to take water as well from Kai, so Chen destroyed Lloyd and literally played with him and in the end he won. Lloyd, the master of energy, is at second spot. And we finally have the ultimate winner, Chen, the master of nothing. Honestly, I didn't expect Chen to be the winner of the tournament during my watch for season 4, but he actually did it. Chen was always saying his famous quote of only one can remain, until in the end we knew that he was talking about himself the entire time. Very clever. So Chen, the master of all elements wherever, is at first spot. That's it for today's video. Very fun idea I had for a while, so I wanted to make it. Season 4 is a fantastic season, it's full of fun ideas like this to make, so I expect more. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like, subscribe, share to friends, and only one can remain.